Good day, y'all, and welcome to another episode of What If News, where we talk about controversial issues about the past and the present. Today, we are going to talk about the hidden truth of how Texas actually became a state. So, what do we know? It was taught to us in school that the American colonists in Texas revolted against Mexico because they were oppressed and fought for their freedom. But instead, the truth was that the American settlers poured into Texas and established their own towns. But when the Mexican government insisted that the colonists follow Mexican laws and pay Mexican taxes, the colonists instead refused and revolted. So when the Mexican government tried to collect taxes, the colonists shot and killed Mexican soldiers. And when the Mexican law enforcement went after the killers, the colonists, backed by American financing and mercenaries, took up arms in open revolt. This is the real story of Texas. Now, in the Battle of Alamo, William Travis never really drew any line in the sand. There is no evidence even that Davy Crockett went down fighting, as John Wayne famously did in his 1960s movies The Alamo. There is plenty of testimony, however, from Mexican soldiers that David Crockett surrendered and was executed. In reality, even the Battle of the Alamo should never have even been fought or happened. The men inside fought and died because they had no choice, since William Travis that is, ignored multiple warnings of Santa Anna's approach and was simply trapped inside when the Mexican army arrived, so they really didn't have any choice. Even the notion that they fought to the last man turned out to be untrue. There's Mexican accounts made it clear that as the battle was being lost, as many as half of the Texan defenders fled the mission and were run down and killed by the Mexican lancers, which is the people on horseback, basically. One of the last reasons why the colonists revolted against the Mexican government actually is because when the Mexican government threatened to outlaw slavery, Maine and Austin's colony began to grumble since many of the colonists came to Texas to farm cotton and slaves are necessary for its labor, according to Stephen F. Austin, the so called father of Texas. The fact is, many Texas Latinos even fought and died alongside the Americans at the Alamo, but has never been given credit for it. It's just generally been lost to history. Makes one wonder what else in history has been obscured or omitted, doesn't it? Anyways, click subscribe and comment if you like any of my episodes. I try to put up a new episode every week. Again, this is Jason. Stay safe, remain vigilant, and keep asking the question, what if?